Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving, and it's a wrap for minicamp in Cleveland as they now get ready for actual training camp. And we have the totals. I'm sure many of you who've been tracking Shedeur Sanders' progress, because I'm going to be tracking it, all right? Because I think I have a YouTube responsibility. I'm just kidding. No, I think just a general media responsibility. Not that it's like I'm gonna die on this thing, but I mean, I think, look, if the criticism of Shedeur Sanders is going to be loud and vocal prior, then we also need to be loud and vocal about his progress, because I hate how NFL and these weird rumors, and they want to say all this stuff about Shedeur Sanders not being brash, being cocky, not a team guy, all about him. They can't read the whiteboard, can't blah blah blah. Okay, well, I mean, I know it's just mini camp, okay, but even in just mini camp, the man was dealing 41 and 53. You can see the numbers from all the depth chart of all the quarterbacks so far. Shedeur Sanders was absolutely the best. Okay, taking less reps outside of Joe Flacco. Maybe Joe Flacco don't need to take any reps because it's his job to lose. And even in the reps he took, not so much. All right. Luckily, this one user was able to post the percentages. Okay, if I bring out my calculator. All right, Gabriel 57%, Pickett 60%, Shedeur Sanders 77%, and Joe Flacco 51%. And someone made a joke. Yeah, he made a joke saying QB1 is clear. Look, I know it's just mini camp. Okay, I'm not gonna go super crazy, but nonetheless, it is mini camp. He showed up and did his thing. Whether he makes the team, okay, there's rumblings out there that he could get cut still. Somebody said something about him getting cut before training camp. I mean, look, why would you draft somebody fit to cut? Why would the owner step in and cut Shedeur Sanders? Okay, I think the owner likes Shedeur Sanders. I think the owner knows he's thinking of a business proposition, I think, in my opinion. And I think he will put his foot down in that you're not going to cut Shedeur Sanders. I wouldn't be surprised if the owner went ahead and usurped and was like, yo, we're not cutting Shedeur. You go ahead and cut Gabriel or Pickett. And I would be totally fine with that, because number one, not only Shedeur Sanders showing all the characteristics of a team player, and off the field as well, but you're also seeing that he's locked in, he's in the playbook, he said everything right in the media. The media has been trying to find ways to parse words, or try to see how his attitude is going to be and during his training camp. Being fit, he's going to come there just grown old with a chip on his shoulder. He does have a chip on his shoulder, but it's a healthy chip, okay, and he's embraced the entire team concept and everything like that, right? I would be shocked if he does get cut. I'm like, okay, just Browns being Browns, doing Browns business, but then he could be a gem for someone else. So I don't think the Browns will be that stupid. And then this goes to Kevin Stefanski. Okay, look, I mean, clearly Shedeur Sanders was the best quarterback in this mini camp. Okay, completing 77%, right on par with him doing over 70% passing in college. Okay, so I mean, if Kevin Stefanski, look, man, hanging your hat on Joe Flacco, hanging your hat on Kenny Pickett, it could get you fired. It could get you fired. They let you go last year. Okay, they gave you a pass, to hold Deshaun Watson and everything like that. Now it's time. It's time. It's time to showcase. He's considered one of the offensive geniuses in the NFL. Okay, one of the younger coaches with a bright offensive mind. Okay, let's see that. Okay, I know you had your run with Joe Flacco. Okay, but I mean, he's 40 years old. All right, Kenny Pickett. We've had him as a Steelers fan. Nothing to rave about. Dylan Gabriel, awesome. Oregon, tough competition in the Big Ten. Okay, great. Nobody really projected him to go that high. He did 48 of 83. He had more pass attempts. I'm not buying having any interceptions. Fine, whatever. Shedeur Sanders 41 53, 77%. It's easy. It's a lock. It's easy. But for Shedeur Sanders, though, again, putting together good practices, putting together good tape, okay, putting together good media session. I mean, for Shedeur Sanders, if there's any minicamp grades for any profile player, any rookies, I mean, Shedeur Sanders got an A+. And I expect him to continue to carry that and up the ante in his competitiveness in training camp. He's gonna make life very difficult for management going forward. Right. I mean, you could make the argument if you don't want Shedeur Sanders to be a problem, which is really not Shedeur Sanders' fault or problem. It's the Browns' problem. It's a good problem to have. But if you think that Shedeur Sanders even having good progress, then you should cut him. Right. You should cut him, and because the more that he plays better at practice, the Browns fans see this. First of all, if the Cleveland Browns, I can't speak for Browns fans, but I would assume that if they did cut Shedeur Sanders, they wouldn't be happy about that. Why would they be? It seemed like the city has embraced him. The fans are excited for him. They're even more excited seeing his progress as well. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur Sanders is just not some name. Okay, this is a young man with a competitive pedigree who has played well at Jackson State, who has played well at Colorado. Okay, and you're seeing what he's doing right now. It's just like look at the trend. Every phase of football, he's elevated. Why would it not elevate in the NFL? I'm not saying that's not going to be harder, but as the competition elevates, as the NFL game, as the challenge of elevating NFL, he's going to up his ante and be more locked in more than ever. This is going to be very interesting, because look, if the season starts out bad, right? If the season starts out bad, people are projecting the Browns to go 0-6. How the hell are you going to go 0-6? How the hell? Why? How the hell are you gonna go 0-6 with Shedeur Sanders on the sideline if he's there, right? Why would you go 0-6? You're gonna start. So if Flacco struggles or gets hurt, you're gonna go to Pickett. He gets hurt. Whatever. You wasted all this time to get a guy in there like Shedeur Sanders and start building that pro reps and start building some chemistry with some of the young guys they've drafted, some of the young skill players they drafted, and all that stuff. Right? Crazy. I mean, I don't think the Browns. I mean, maybe ownership is a saving grace for the Cleveland Browns, and it's funny because you can make the case that ownership kind of messed themselves up in a lot of ways, and I think the owner felt bad for the whole Deshaun Watson contract. Well, you know what? Getting Shedeur Sanders, that could be the first step in the right direction, right? But again, I said in the last video, it has to be NFL formalities. Okay, the ownership just gonna let the coaches do what they got to do. But if Shedeur Sanders is on that team, or there's talks of him getting cut, that's not Shedeur's fault. Not for Shedeur not competing, not being a team player. No, not at all. That's just politics, right? But the owner was the one that stepped in. You got to remember that, guys. The owner was the one that stepped in and made sure to get Shedeur Sanders. So I don't see him getting cut, and especially with the owner. If we see these numbers, the owner sees that too. You know what I'm saying? But he can't meddle too much in terms of who actually gets to play. However, though, that's going to be on Kevin Stefanski. Okay, I mean, Kevin Stefanski, you got a young guy who has been great at quarterback in college. This is the type of young talent that you could use and develop right away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Dylan Gabriel. I'm sorry he don't do it for me. I don't see the pop. I don't see the juice in it, man. Don't see it. Don't see it at all. But A+ for Shedeur Sanders in minicamp. I mean, these numbers, I know it's just minicamp numbers, but still, nonetheless, if he didn't do well, if he had Dylan Gabriel numbers, if he had Joe Flacco numbers, no, if he had Kenny Pickett numbers, oh God, he'd be getting flamed up, right? So no, every phase of football so far, and handling the media, Shedeur Sanders has excelled. And I got I got my eye on Kevin Stefanski as one of the first coaches to be fired next season in the NFL if he doesn't get this right. Anyways, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe. I'm out.